recording.
Welcome back to the Diary of Ishi. Last time, we went out on the ice. We found out that this particular ice, there's something in it. We don't know what it is, but it's apparently strong enough to initiate some sort of contact. It also apparently has under its thrall, we think, maybe, some sort of ice-like parasite, leeches or something of the sort. We only found out about that when Orca stuck her face in the water to try to speak with this formless voice. And it turns out they really like people flesh as a breeding ground. The only thing we found that was effective against them was fire. And while we did eliminate the parasites from Orca, it did almost kill her in the process. But she's not dead, or an ice zombie, or one of the many other things that could have happened, so, you know, we take those. While Orca was resting, we then decided to check on the fish market, just to ensure the fact that where the fishermen fish, still far away from the ice shelf, didn't also have these ice parasites. And afterwards, we went to the library to do a bit of research about various things, in which Hain discovered both his former name and his final fate before becoming the Revenant he is today. Also learning that his head was kept in a laboratory, to what end is unknown. Which, according to Hain, explained the nightmares that he had whenever he did actually sleep, about himself being contained within a very similar space. As of now, we're waiting for the ship, the Sea Biscuit, to return, so we can head back out on the ice, as well as waiting on Elias's partner, Plakta, to formulate some serum or ointment that might protect what little exposed skin we would have while diving from these elemental parasites, as we do not want to have a second run-in with these things, knowing how long or how much effort it took to eradicate them in the first place. But yeah.
I would probably die if I got ice leeches.
Probably.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about that. That would just be traumatic for all of us.
Listen, look, it's fine. It's not her first time around the block. If she dies 3 times, she gets an ice cream sundae.
It's true. In person and in game.
Orca's only consolation is that the ice leeches traumatized everyone involved, not just her.
I mean,
that's a win, I guess.
Listen,
It's a petty
better
win,
to
but it's a win.
It's better to suffer together than alone.
I mean, when you've hit rock bottom and continue to try digging, I think anything is a moral victory at that point.
Yeah,
Orca consented to somebody throwing fire at her. She will get the win where the win is. Or she'll get the win where she can get it. Something like that. English.
Yeah, whatever. Somewhere in there.
Something, actions of our consequences.
Hey, we would not know the consequences if not for her action.
Yeah, but sometimes the consequences are we get our asses handed to us.
I think you jinxed it when you did the little gif of the butterfly of this action will have consequences.
Listen. Sometimes we need a reminder that what we do sometimes is stupid.
Sometimes?
Sometimes.
I'm giving ourselves the benefit of a doubt. Fuck off.
Okay. I don't know if anyone had anything else they wanted to do with the rest of this day, because we only had a few hours.
I had something else.
Okay.
Going up and following up with Neil.
Oh, that's right.
Halbert.
That's right. You had that thing.
Yep. And I figured people would want to come with, seeing how his bodyguard was allegedly a golden raper.
Oh, fuck, that's right. Yeah, I want to go.
I mean,
Please excuse the sound of cooking. I am cooking.
I don't know if we should anticipate the fight, considering. Well, I mean, he's the employee of someone. Shows more restraint.
I mean, I don't anticipate a fight either, but they may not want to talk, and they might
Yeah.
want to get rid of us.
I suppose that there's a risk. Alright.
Looking at the calendar, I didn't realize it's been like 3 days. Or are we still on Monday?
I don't know. It was Ren that did the calendar.
Troy
It
might
would
not have remembered to update it.
Yeah, it would be. We're still on the same day that Orga got parasites in the face, which is 2 days after we left.
Okay, yeah. So, well, wait, because the dinner date was Saturday night,
Yeah. We
Yes.
left Sunday.
right?
So it would be Tuesday.
Oh,
No, it should still be Monday.
Yeah, because we went to go visit.
No,
Wait a
yeah.
minute.
No.
When was Haynes
No.
and Ren's date?
that was
Yeah,
Saturday night.
Yeah. That was Saturday. We left Sunday, traveled all day Sunday, got there Yeah, so it would still be Monday. Yep.
Okay, gotcha. I was trying to figure out how long it's been since we tailed that guy. All right.
A few days.
Well,
I guess we would be assuming that Ren is here, even if Tori is not here to confirm.
I would assume so.
Considering I don't imagine she's going to leave Hane.
Correct.
what? Why not?
He's a Yandu.
She has attachment issues. Not that you can really blame the girl, but
Well, anyway.
right. So the group minus Orca and Hane. Not Hane.
And
Jesus,
Cantor.
Hane's there. Cantor, yes. I'm tired, man.
Oh no.
All right. So you guide them to Neil's house. It
I'm
looks-
assuming it's nowhere near the convoluted path they took.
No, it would not be. It would be just straight to the house.
Right. It. Obviously, they took that path for a reason.
Yes. Yes, it is. It is not a complex path. It is
Right.
You walk up the street that he lives on, and you're there. It's not like reversing back through all of these silly paths and windings and everything that initially.
You mean I don't have to?
Followed.
I don't have to speak to two guards, one of which is a pathological liar, and one of which is always truthful, to determine the
Correct.
path forward. Damn it! I was just gonna kill one and say, "Hey, is this guy dead?"
I saw that meme too.
It's a very Ferox solution to that problem.
Anyway, yeah, you guys go up to the house, and everything appears to be normal.
This is it's like a nice residence, but it's not like fucking 4 stories Green Hill, right?
Correct. It's a 2-story house.
Okay,
It's fairly modest, but it's not the Green Hill estate by any means.
right. It's no manor estate. It's just a comfortable house.
Just slightly bigger than everything around it.
Yeah, it's comfortable.
We're out of mozzarella taco stuff, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, so you're getting 2 tonight because I made way too fucking much.
Okay. Darn. Whatever will I do?
Knock on the door.
All right. You knock on the door, and a few seconds later, the door opens, and standing there in a nice-looking bathrobe is Neil.
Will fart to himself under his breath and probably heard by Neil. What the fuck is with rich people in bathrobes?
He looks at all of you and is like, oh. You are not... What can I help you with?
It's like you were expecting someone else.
Yes.
Fair enough. Well,
Uh,
my name is Hank McDooley. These are a few friends of mine. I'm a private investigator. I have a few words for you. What if you come in?
plentiful.
Well,
Means a lot.
what's being investigated?
Well, right now I'm investigating a string of people like yourself that's recently found themselves coming into a bit of money.
Well, I didn't steal anything.
I didn't say you did.
Okay. Just wanted to make that clear.
Well, I'm not investigating you. I'm investigating the person that gave you the money.
Oh. Okay. Well, come on in, I guess.
Thank you kindly.
Name's Neil, but I guess kindly is close enough.
I just ignore
it. Fart just kind of like stares at him in confusion for half a second. Oh.
It's really funny is that I heard Krista from the kitchen just go, no!
Oh God, he sucks.
Oh God, he's Josh.
Oh God, he's stupid.
Whoa.
Yeah, I said what I meant.
All right, we go inside.
He takes you inside. It's a very modest house. He takes you into a living room that looks like it hasn't been redecorated in probably like 20 years.
I know it isn't an Orca's thing to do, but it's really funny to just think of Orca being like, no servants? Poor. She's also not here. She's currently soaking in a bathtub going, ow, my skin.
I mean,
You know what? She might be thinking about the pores.
About the pores. Oh my God.
Yikes.
I was gonna make the joke that Mel would make that joke, but then now we're at the pores. So,
Okay.
you know, I can't beat that.
Also, Mel wasn't raised in a fucking castle. As like the heiress to some vampire kingdom.
Very true, yeah.
Mel's got rich grandparents, but she was raised in the twigs, with the sticks and the dirt and the buggies.
I like
Anyway.
the phrase "raised in the twigs." That's really funny.
Yes.
I am obviously
It's like the sticks, but smaller.
Shaggy. I'm Shaggy, obviously.
Yeah.
Um,
Except for
Josh,
the
do I
constant
get the
marijuana.
sense like
you don't fucking know that.
you said the
True.
like it looks like the furniture hasn't changed in like 20 years. Like, do I get the sense like this was actually this guy's place before he got rich?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's decorated with pictures of him
I mean,
everywhere.
Kind of implies he.
Just him?
That's all it looks like.
I mean, kind of also implies that he was already doing fairly decently before.
Well, I mean, it's not. It's he said it's a modest house, so
Yeah, I suppose, but
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
what was this guy's profession? Was he a fisher?
no, his cousin was the fisherman.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, you guys do not know what his profession was previously
Okay.
or currently is.
Fair.
So,
He's a patent lawyer.
oh god, do you live here by yourself, Neil?
I do, yeah. I mean, I have other family that likes to come visit every once in a while, but yeah, it's just me for the most part. I have a dog somewhere. He's very shy.
Oh,
Ghost dog drifts by. Eee.
Uh-oh.
holy shit, people! Tries to go through range. Holy shit, dead person.
It's it's a nice place you have here. It looks lived in. This isn't a new place, is it?
Why would it be a new place?
Well,
I like my house.
a lot of people that come into a large amount of money decide to trade up, I suppose.
I suppose, yeah. I mean, I got everything I need here. I already don't use up all the space in my house. I can't imagine getting a bigger one. That seems very fiscally irresponsible.
Fair enough. What do you do for work?
Oh well, I mean, not a whole lot. Just I manage the books for the docks.
Oh. Alright.
You're the harbor accountant?
Yeah.
That explains this.
You, I guess I should just get to the reason why we're here. How did you come into this money?
Well, funny story. I used to have a big gambling problem. That has since been sorted out. But, long story short, I owed a guy a favor, who owed a guy a favor, who owed a guy a favor, and a guy owed me a favor. So we all cashed in our favors, and I ended up with all this money.
That seems like a very long and convoluted chain.
Yeah. Yeah, it just arrived in a box, on my doorstep one day, and that was that.
So your degree of separation between yourself and whomever it was that gave you this wealth is significant.
Mm-hmm. But, like, I know who she is.
You do.
Well, I saw her when she dropped the box off.
So you know what she looks like, but you don't know who she is.
Well, yeah, I suppose that's more fair.
When she dropped the box off, was she doing it in some kind of official capacity, or was it just kind of like she just snuck in, dropped it off, and left?
It didn't seem very official. I mean, it was late at night. Um, but yeah, well, she didn't wear a uniform or anything. Just a quick drop, knock, and leave.
How much was your windfall worth?
What does that mean?
Sorry, how much was in the box?
That was about 200,000 gold.
Alright. Yeah, that's
What was the favor that you called in?
Well, I called it a bailout from the guy that owed me a favor. And that's when I got the money. So, like, I paid off all the debts I owed.
Hmm.
Who did you owe money to?
A couple loan sharks. You know, had to, like I said, I had a big gambling problem. They actually, it was really weird because one of them sent a guy to kind of watch over me for a couple days, make sure that everything was, squared away. Really interesting guy.
What do you mean?
He was just odd, quirky. Yeah. After a couple days, though, he left because he said that our business was sorted and he had to go check back in with his family. So, I wouldn't really take him for one to be the family type, but I guess everybody's got their mysteries.
I suppose.
Who was it that you had a favor from? Who was the one that helped you get this money?
Oh, it was actually, so my cousin works on the dock. And his close friend, his name is Rick, works with him, and that's who owed me the favor. Rick's not a very smart man.
But it sounds like Rick might have had a few connections that could have helped you.
Yeah, it does seem that way. He's not very smart, but he does have a way of finding money somewhere.
Hmm.
Can I make an inside check?
Yeah.
See if this guy is just spinning a tail.
Yeah, he does appear to be truthful.
Or at least he believes it.
Huh?
Yeah. This woman that you saw drop off the box, have you seen her since?
No, I haven't.
Do you still have the box?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. It's actually just keep it right over there in the corner. He just points to a small box in the corner. Got a couple books on top of it.
Mind if I take a look?
I don't mind at all.
He says as he pulls a half-eaten muffin out of his pocket.
See, that's
There's a
the way
polka dot.
Josh said it. I was expecting him to pull something else out of his pocket, like a gun or something. He's like, I don't mind at all. Bang! What the fuck?
Goes to shoot Hayden in the head. Hat falls off. Oh shit!
Oh shit! You ain't got one of those.
I seriously miscalculated.
That was my last bullet.
It's just a flintlock with a single round.
Hold on, stay there. I gotta reload this. Don't move.
Fuck! Where's my ramrod?
If I use a finger. Ow!
Yeah, it doesn't look like that. Anyway.
Ah shit! My bathrobe doesn't have any pockets.
Where did this pistol come from?
Where did you pull that out of?
You don't want to know.
I'll go over to the box and move the books out of the way so you get a good look at it.
Yeah, it's a it's a box. It's a nice wooden box.
Like a basic crate, or is it like well
Yeah.
made?
It's a basic crate. Yeah, similar to those you would find on the docks.
Yeah. Okay, that was my next question.
I mean, it makes sense.
It reeks of fish.
Oh shit.
It's a loud box.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, that box. I can hear it from over here.
I can hear the waves from that box. They'll smell like fish.
Yeah, I'll touch the box and see if there's any insights the box might pass on to me.
Tell me your secrets. I'm just a
Where
box,
do
dude.
you come from?
Do you
Where are
have
the
an
drugs
ability
going?
that helps with this, or are you just bullshitting me right now?
It's part of the spirit sight. I learn stuff from objects.
Oh, okay.
I speak to the soul of an object.
Okay.
Oh my.
It's come up before. I've read whole books by touching them.
Yeah, that's true.
It's hard to keep track of everything sometimes.
It hasn't come up in a while.
Yeah. All right. Well, trying to figure what the soul of a box would tell you.
I had shinies in me. No more shinies. Sad.
I like this.
It's essentially just lots of fish. Definitely fish. Where
Not
am
fish?
This is warm. I haven't moved in a while.
If I take the box with me, can I
Can we
help
have
me?
occasional box updates?
Yeah. Can it help me find where it originally came from? Like in the docks?
It wouldn't be that like
Coherent?
coherent. I was thinking cohesive, but no, that's not the word coherent.
I mean, I
Of
just get
its-
vibes from the box anyway. It's like, yeah,
Yeah.
this feels familiar. Just cut to the Happy Gilmore putting scene. It's like, that's your home. Why don't you want to go to your home?
It would more
No.
like the box not being sentient. Of course, it would recognize
Bullshit.
all of the docks. because it wouldn't be able to distinguish
Yeah.
like a specific location.
It probably gets passed around a lot too.
Yeah.
Poor.
Just a
I
generic
knew
one.
someone was gonna catch on. I wasn't expecting Ryan though.
Why?
I don't know. Maybe because usually someone else chimes in sooner. All right.
It's not my fault I'm slow, Mike.
I didn't think if there's anything else. Oh, what was the name of the guy that was watching you?
You know, he never told me his name.
Who sent him?
His family, from what I could tell.
Right, but like Who was-
Yeah, but
You-
you seemed like
you said you owed
Some-
the money, so
yeah.
Oh, yeah. They called themselves Scions.
yep, okay.
But if you owed them money, that would mean you'd have to interacted with at least one of them, wouldn't you have?
In a limited capacity, yeah.
Do you remember which one you did? What they looked like, or anything of that sort?
I mean, a vague description. The most, like, the most notable part of his whole, like, shtick is that his dagger was glowing the entire time.
That guy.
Huh.
You said he spent several days with you. Did you call him anything? Did he give you like a code name or something to call him, or like a nickname? Or it's just hey you over there?
Just called him Scion.
He called him Scion. Okay, that's
Yeah.
fair.
Got it. Well, I don't know if you have anything else. I can't think of anything.
No, I think that covers everything that I wanted to ask about. Thank you for your time, Neil.
Yeah. I do remember one more thing about him that it seemed odd.
Which him, the one with the glowing dagger, or the one that was your bodyguard for a couple of days?
Oh, it's a bodyguard, sure, I guess.
No, yeah, Wolfhart would have put air quotes around that.
Yeah. He did often talk about how this city was hallowed ground. Seemed strange.
If I could side eye.
If you could side out the person who would know anything about that, you would, but unfortunately, they're not. They're not here to do so at the moment.
Well, I also don't have eyes.
That's true. Side flame.
Side flame.
You just spit an ember.
It's like sitting around the campfire, but it's only ever going toward you.
Oh, like the wind
Issue.
is just like,
Yeah.
God fucking it keeps following me.
Yeah. Yeah. Right in the early morning when it's all just smoke and it's just like, oh. Ah.
Did you get the sense they were talking about Mockstadt or the partner stocked in general?
It seemed more like Mockstadt itself.
Interesting.
I suppose.
He did strike me more as a holy person. I guess that kind of makes sense.
Hmm. Aggressive vibration noises.
Because of
It's kind of
I think
why?
someone's getting notifications.
Yeah,
It's
it's me getting.
Oh god damn it! I'm so sorry. Okay, hopefully that'll shut my computer off.
It seems kind of strange that
Shut your computer off.
I mean, mute my computer.
Oh.
My brain knew what I meant.
Just roll with it.
Okay.
Stop.
All right.
Don't question it. Just
All right.
keep
All right.
going.
Good. We're good.
you were saying Wolfheart?
seems kind of strange that the holy person would be following up on the dead. But no.
Maybe he follows the god of commerce or something.
No, I suppose.
Well, I think we've took up enough of your time there, Neil. And I know you're expecting company from someone else, so we should get out of your hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I got so caught up in the moment, I almost forgot.
Watch it be Sylvia.
Well, if
Yeah, probably.
if you think of anything else, just let me know. And I'll hand him a business card that says 13th Hour Detective Agency.
Okay, yeah. I'll...
you hold weird hours. What do you mean you're only open from 1 to 1:59 in the afternoon?
And actually,
It's not a good business model.
It's just a business card with Haynes' name on it that has like a little symbol of like a watch with a 13 at the top of it, and then on the other side of it, it says "Speak your message, then snap the card." All right, and with that, we leave.
All right. You do
Somewhat stressing that this is considered holy ground. I wonder if this is maybe beneath Mark's thought there's some sort of like ruin
Maybe
or something. I mean, maybe.
Perhaps we can ask Elias whenever he feels like not being in a happy relationship.
Oh.
Wolfart not subtly looks between you and Ren and just makes a face.
Just commenting, I'm assuming that he's with his partner right now, seeing how Joshua's not here.
No, I know.
If there was more angst in that statement, then I didn't mean it.
Yeah, it was more. It was more of just making this statement. And just Wolfart just like, huh? Okay. I don't know what's going on here.
All right. Well, I'd say next stop is head to the docks, find this Rick person that apparently was able to get in contact with her.
Yeah, I suppose I could do that.
I swear, if there's like 5 more people in between Rick and her, I'm gonna get really annoyed by the end of this.
I mean, I don't exactly know how people like this operate, but of the few people I know who do, there's usually at least some sort of interstitial barrier.
Well, I can understand wanting to have a few degrees of separation, but like if we're just tracking down random people all day that are all intermediaries, I'm gonna be really annoyed.
Proceeds.
Yeah. Thus, the montage starts, and it's just Haynes' flame getting more and more red as the day goes on. It's like, God fucking damn it! All right, we go find Rick the dock worker.
All right. You do so. It does not take you long. Thankfully. To find Rick the dock worker.
He has his name tattooed on his forehead. It's R.I.K. Me, Rick.
No, actually, it's W-R-I-C.
I definitely expected like W-R-I-Q.
Right, I guess
I hate
I'll
that with a burning fucking passion.
Yeah, I guess I'll just fucking change my notes then. Jesus Christ. What a
Nah,
name.
fuck you.
Yeah.
That is a name.
It is a name.
God damn it.
So he's one of the people that helps load and unload.
He's a porter.
Yeah, he's a porter. He helps load and unload the crates from ships.
Wait, like porter in the general sense, or
The general sense.
okay?
Like a longshoreman, I guess might be the better term.
Yeah. I just wanted to make sure because
Or stevedore.
I made a whole international, well, not international, whole continent span
I realized that like after I said, I
delivery
was like,
service
I was
called
like,
the
wait.
Porters Guild. And it's like, wait, like
No.
those porters? No, just porter with a lowercase p.
Yes.
Yeah. The as you get close to him, there's a familiarity to him for you, Hayne.
Oh,
Oh.
all right. I stare into his soul. Do I recognize him?
All right, fucking Ghost Rider, calm down.
You definitely know it's familiar.
You don't know
It's
why.
Just you don't know why. This isn't a person that you've met since you've been dead, so their soul is not recognizable to you, but it has a familiar feel.
Amazing.
I don't need to breathe for the first time.
Oh God!
Stop it.
I
will kill.
Do I get a sense that this is someone trying to hide who they are, or is it just someone that's vaguely familiar, but not like...
Make an investigation check.
Okay. And then this would be an advantage because I'm trying to tell who someone is.
Yes.
Perfect. 28.
Hey.
Yeah, you're able to tell that this is somebody that is trying very hard to disguise themselves.
And for, in most intents and purposes, succeeding. However, we don't account for Halloween Batman over here.
Halloween Batman.
Spirit Halloween Batman.
Halloween Batman is kind of a oxymoron, isn't it?
What have I told you about calling me that, Mike? Nope,
Alright,
not gonna continue that. Continue,
I,
please.
I go up to this guy, and I say, "Excuse me, are you Rick?"
It's a stupid fucking name.
With a W.
Yeah, that's what they call me.
That was much more coherent than I thought he was gonna sound like.
I mean, technically, that's a true statement. They do call him that.
Yeah.
Right. I'm a private investigator. I was wondering if you could answer a few questions.
Are you fucking dead?
He's wearing his hat too, so his flame is visible.
Well, that's a way of asking.
I mean, it's also possible he knows without having to see that.
You're surprisingly observant there, Rick.
They call me Perceptive Rick.
How do you spell that?
I don't know.
Q. -4.
Why is Perceptive Rick just? Why does he sound like Shrug?
Because it is Shrug.
God.
Imagine.
Yeah. You didn't notice. Rick actually has fucking gorilla or orangutan arms.
That's why he's so good at unloading and loading ships. You just reach up onto the ship.
We're talking a fucking Lanky Kong out here. Oh Jesus!
Right. So,
Oh yeah, sorry. What questions can I answer for you?
What answers can they question you?
are we just like out in the middle of the docks right now?
Yeah.
Okay. My questions are of a bit of a sensitive nature. You mind if we go a bit more private somewhere?
But that's okay. You won't hurt my feelings.
It's more of a
Oh, is this
discretionary thing.
like a private thing?
Right.
That's extra.
Okay.
A cop
I'll-
Ryan.
I'll follow you. Wait, you're
Alright.
not. You guys are armed. You're not planning on killing me, are you? You
Not
have to tell
planning
me
on
the
it.
truth.
No.
I like Mel's confused no.
No. We're not planning on killing you at all.
Thanks. That's the best I got for what the fuck's going on right now.
I'm also not a police officer, in case you were wondering.
And also, police officers don't have to do that either.
Okay. I'll
That's
follow
what-
you then. Where we going?
All right. Is there like a warehouse or like
There'd be
meeting
some that
area?
are
All right.
open too, because they're currently
Cool.
loading them. So
Perfect. Yeah. Lead them into one of these warehouses. It's like, so
man, this would be like the exact place you would take somebody to kill them.
or to ask them sensitive questions.
Oh, right. That's what we're doing. Okay.
So,
Yes. How can I help you?
are you familiar with a man named Neil Halbert?
Yeah.
Well, we were just
guy.
speaking
dumb.
to your friend Neil, and he was telling us about how he came into some money recently.
Yeah. I owed him a favor.
Right. So where did you get the money then?
Oh, I just have a lot of money.
You just have a lot of money.
Yeah.
insight check.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even Wolfheart's like, that doesn't seem right.
I just unload the docks to get myself out of the house.
Wow, that's a lot better. I expected to roll like a 10. My almost the best I could do is better than Haynes every day.
my minimum.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Elias is here.
Yeah.
Are we not all together? I assumed we were all
No,
together.
because you weren't here, I just made the comment about how you were with your partner. But if you want to be here, that's fine.
Sorry. I had a flat tire.
Oh.
Ooh.
Look, it's fine. Plachta got really into like the alchemical part of it, and then Elias got bored. He's like, yeah, that's nice, honey. That's not building explosive machines. I'm gonna go away now. Bye.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is science. But it's not my science.
She's in the cooking phase right now, where it's just you're just waiting for it to like happen.
Yeah. And now we have to wait for it all to set. Okay, how long is that gonna take? That's too long. Okay, bye. Listen, Elias just has severely unmedicated ADHD.
Montage of Elias doing various things to try to keep himself entertained. It's been like 20 minutes.
Yes.
So yeah, this guy's got a lot of money, does he?
Yeah. He's definitely hiding something.
Is it money?
He's not technically lying.
He's just lie by omission.
There's more there. Yeah.
Right. All right, so what's someone like yourself who has a lot of money doing unloading ships at the dockyard all day?
Well, I do get lonely sometimes. It's good company. Plus, I get to see a lot of people, and sometimes you meet people that are a little down on the luck and need a friend.
Right. And I'm curious, is the disguise you're wearing magical or just mechanical?
Well, it is magic.
But
Well, if it's just magical, would you mind dropping the illusion, please?
I would prefer not to.
And why is that?
I like to keep my real identity a secret. Even from those who appear to have come back from the dead.
Well, our friend Neil told us that the one that delivered the money to him was a woman. So either you're that woman pretending to be a man, or you know her. So, which one is it?
Very two distinct possibilities. And also two very different possibilities.
Not that they are. So which one is it?
I know who she is. I've seen her. Her name is Maggie.
And how can we get in touch with Maggie? She's an old friend.
Maggie doesn't have very many friends.
Now that's one of the few statements that you've said so far that is true. Well, the friends that she does have were like family.
Which family? The ones that did, or the ones that abandoned her?
Well, I think you can figure that out pretty easily, seeing how you already commented on me being back from the grave.
That's because I know who you are. As the illusion fades, standing before you is Maggie.
I fucking knew it.
I was about to say, I was like, I don't know if the accent dropping was intentional or not.
He was getting there.
Oh,
Yeah.
Sharon! Oh, Sharon!
You always were hard to fool. You fool.
Well, you know, the best way to spot a bullshitter is a bullshitter.
That's why I could smell you when you walked up.
Josh,
Same
would you like
distinctive
to...
smell.
Oh. What was that?
Same distinctive smell, just covered by death.
All right, then. Josh, would you like to describe what Maggie looks like so that everybody, including Tori, when she eventually watches this, knows who Maggie is?
It has a fucking nuclear meltdown.
So yeah. So Tori can know who exactly Ren is jealous of.
Uh-huh.
So Maggie is
As I picture, at least one of us is just holding her back.
she's quite old.
No.
Yes. There it's it's almost like at this point in her life
Shocking.
she should have been dead 30 years ago.
Nice. Same.
Not even a whiff of gilf energy.
I love her.
Not even.
Fuck off.
Like
God
she,
damn it. It took
she
me a
looks
second.
like at her current.
Hold on. What do you consider the crypt keeper, Joshua?
I imagine the term is applicable in
Yes.
this situation based on the description I've been given.
Anyways, continue, Josh.
Definitely more like, you know, on the verge of collapse at any second, just due to the withering of time.
The old lady worm from SpongeBob. Got it.
Time do be withering.
Still with limbs. Actually, quite, you know, quite muscly.
Yeah.
God damn it. Yeah.
She's got the beef.
Well, joke's on you. Those arms, not hers.
I was like, Josh, I said elderly, not decrepit.
I know.
Yeah, well,
To paint the whole picture.
Josh doesn't know the difference.
You hit 50, you're decrepit.
Mm.
Wow.
No, trust me. That's the
Sorry,
that's
Joe, only got a
the
few
way
years
my
left.
father has lived his life.
2.5 away, and apparently I'm decrepit.
Yikes.
No, she is in good physical condition given her estimated age.
Sure, she's lifting fucking crates all day, yeah.
Yeah.
She will not be shuffling off the mortal coil anytime soon.
Josh, what race is she?
She's human.
Oh, okay. I was getting strong dwarf vibes.
You'd
Hey,
think.
what race is she? Old.
Old.
Hard to tell. This race has gone extinct.
Just-
No. Yeah, she's just normal human.
What race is she? Well into the marathon.
25K.
You just gotta walk up to her and just very politely, like you would with any old person, just like, "Excuse me, ma'am. I didn't want to take up too much of your time today. I was just curious. What are you?"
Old.
Yeah, that lines up. That lines up.
And I'm already sick of your shit.
I'm sorry. We tried with the manners. It doesn't work. He's just not trained.
Oh, he's
well.
very polite. It's just bullshit.
See?
Oh my
He
god.
gets it.
I mean,
Takes a bullshitter to see a bullshitter.
the confluence of the two is a lot more surprising than most people would think.
I appreciate your candor, ma'am.
How old are you?
165.
I'm old enough to be your
Adorable.
grandmother.
Oh my god.
I don't
What?
think so. My grandmother is exceedingly old.
I'm aware.
Oh.
That
Yeah,
sounds
you
like
know
a
that-
fucking threat.
Yeah, that's
Elias's
probably
eyes
makes sense.
immediately narrow. Who the fuck are you?
I'm Maggie. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, perhaps if you let her speak, we'd find out.
Well, now she's talking things, and now I don't know that I want to listen to her talk anymore.
I do
Elias.
speak a lot of words.
You know, I do too, and so it's not necessarily the volume that's the issue. It's the content.
Elias, Maggie was the one that introduced me to your mother.
You see, she's got a
Everyone
big
else needs to
smile on
leave
her
if
face.
this conversation is going to continue. Otherwise, the conversation ends here, and we will talk about this later.
Oh,
No,
we
it's
don't talk
alright.
about her anyway. In too much detail.
Anyway,
Yeah, anyways.
back to the topic at hand. Maggie, do you know why I'm here?
Well, I assume you've come here for what's left of your head.
Well, that's one reason. There is another, though.
You just wanted to check in on me? That doesn't seem like you.
He wanted to declare his undying love, actually.
The adults are talking, dear.
Sorry.
Elias, stop talking before I drag you out of here.
I literally just apologized to the woman. I don't know what else you want from me.
This state of silence, I wish for it to continue.
Well, you know, you're not being very conducive to that happening.
Boys, there's plenty of time to chat with Maggie later. This is important.
Okay,
fair enough.
Maggie.
Maggie, I need for you to be straight with me.
I wouldn't be any other way.
Was it you?
Wow, there's so many possibilities. Well, I guess I need more context for the answer to that question. Are you talking about the delivery of the money? That was me stealing from the rich and, albeit probably not as much as I would want people to find out, stealing from the Hex directly. That was also me. Are they after me too?
Wait, what? Ow.
You didn't hear anything from Maggie.
Mel is just silently like giggling next to Wolfheart.
No, it's,
I
it's,
absolutely did not steal from them. I just wanted a reaction from you.
Okay, no, I was about to say, like, if you did, that's fine, but I should leave the room if you did, because they can, like, Not that I know when they do it, but like, due to the contract I have with them, they technically have access to the contents of my brain. And so, if they were to do a mental audit, that could prove problematic.
I wouldn't steal from them. I gave them the money in the first place.
Yeah, no, most people wouldn't. That's not a generally a
Elias,
very good idea.
maybe it is a good idea for you to just step outside.
I feel like I'm learning so much.
I could switch
Right.
to talking in code.
No, now that I know that's about you, Elias, I think it's probably best that you just sit outside for a good 5 minutes.
All right, that's fair.
Mental
Audits.
look. Well, apparently, but
Well, alright, so given the seriousness of the situation and the question you're asking, I assume that you're discussing more of the act of betrayal. In which case, I could only tell you no, it wasn't me.
Insight check.
Go for it.
Hey, I finally rolled above my passive.
yay!
Woo!
You get a feeling that she's being wholeheartedly honest with you.
Good. Honestly, between everybody, you're probably the one that I was the most afraid about going up against, so I'm glad that it wasn't you.
Yeah, I'd be afraid of that too. But if it was me, I wouldn't have let them keep your head in that lab.
Now, do you know which lab?
Well, I would have thought that what I said just now would have indicated that I knew, but...
I'm just confirming.
Yes, I do know which one. Good luck, though. You're gonna need somebody that knows the hex really well. Their lab.
Oh,
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, I don't think any of us are exactly surprised on that information.
Lovely women, though. I have nothing bad to say about them. In the open.
Something about them makes my skin crawl in a way I don't know.
It's probably because they make your skin crawl.
Mm.
That's what
Take
it's
one
supposed to
wrong, yeah, take one wrong look at them, and your skin will crawl right off.
ew,
Not the first time I've seen that happen to someone.
Specifically
ew.
the skin on your knees.
It's a weird place. Well, say I did know someone that knew the hex well and would be willing to help us. Would you also be willing to help me?
Well, what kind of help would you need from old Maggie?
Well, I'm sure you've been in town for a bit. You've had to
Long
learn a
time.
thing or two. Maybe how things run, how things are laid out.
It's a strange government, to say the least. A lot of it just boils down to one simple fact. Does the Vernie Hex do what they want?
I mean, that's not that surprising. We knew that 10 years ago.
Yeah. But this time they have
Jingle,
money.
money.
Well, If I
Mel is
wanted to
just
find
bobbing
out,
up and down like a crow and just money.
if I wanted to find out exactly what type of security the lab that my head is currently lying within has, could you help me find that?
I just tell you.
Perfect.
Yeah, they typically employ, that's a loose term. They have golems that
Oh.
wander around the facility, just in search of people that shouldn't be there.
What kind?
Well, all sorts of kinds. Your flesh golems are easy to get, but when you have the kind of money that they do, you can get up toward the iron golems, and those are a lot more tough.
That is more the concern, yeah.
Well, and of course, we were also pulling resources from Erewhon in the south, who developed means for a different type of golem. And that one's in the central chamber. Which,
Different type of golem?
yeah, it's invisible.
Oh. Dreadful.
Yeah.
Don't like fighting invisible things, but also at the same time, invisible things tend to not like it when you can see them. They also tend to fight very sloppily if they are invisible. Well, it's a golem, so.
Well, the tricky thing about that one is that it isn't. It's more designed to follow you out, not necessarily stop you.
So it's more of a tracker.
It's more like an invasive species.
Say,
Wait, so how is
endurance
it
predator.
when you say like invisible? Is it made out of the air?
That could be a way of interpreting it.
Maybe the parasite in the water is a failed experiment of theirs,
Oh.
and the air and this invisible golem is an air version of the same thing that worked a little better.
Ooh.
I hate that.
That was a prototype of some kind. That does sound familiar.
I mean,
Yeah, and this one is designed to get into your psyche and kill you in your dream.
Great, right when I decide to start dreaming again.
Psychological invader, that's.
Well, that's what they need the head for.
What?
They're
They're
supposed to
using
invade the dreams and give terrible nightmares, and eventually it's supposed to drive the person to their death.
Your head is being used as the focus of a curse? It seems like.
and they're using this on just anyone, or to have someone in mind.
That I don't know. You definitely would want something that's, you'd want to protect your mind if you went into that lab.
that point, that seems like it would be less of a golem or something.
They call it a golem because it's a construct. But,
A psychic construct?
well, you know, it comes from Erewhon. They're kind of all about that. Oh. It is a city of dreams, after all.
Isn't that Somnioru?
Yes, you're right. I got it mixed up. I wasn't
Yeah.
looking at the map. Yes.
Yeah. That's why I was confused. I was
Yeah,
like,
nope, you're right. Somniorum.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm on the wrong side of the jungle.
With that contextualization, this all makes sense now.
Retcon it back.
Somniorum. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say because I was like, that's another connection in the web is Erewhon is where Scheherazad's supposed to be, but if
Yeah.
it's Somniorum, then that's different.
Yes. Yeah, Somniorum. My mistake. Need to look at my references again.
Yeah, you need to look at the city you fucking made,
Yeah.
That's
jackass.
Now, with the hex, I wouldn't be surprised if they have some kind of magic alarm as well.
Probably,
Well, if they do, it's a mental one.
We know at least a couple of the hex are able to teleport, so it'd be a pretty instant response time.
I mean, they don't even have to teleport to, set off the defenses inside.
Right, but I mean,
If they wanted to confront you directly, yes.
right. Which, like, a bunch of golems, like, that's possibly something we can handle. A member of the hex, or multiple, that might be something that we wouldn't really be able to stack up to.
I mean,
Might survive against one of them.
we
Two
also
of
have
them
to,
would be difficult.
we would also have to consider the fact that it's entirely likely the Hex have modified their golems even beyond what standard golem practice would even be. They're all skilled enough in spellcraft, it seems entirely possible they could do so.
Maggie, this lab that my head is lying within, is this the personal lab of one or some of the hex, or is this just a lab under their control that others work in?
Well, other people do work there, and it is in their control, but it is also their personal lab.
And they go there a lot?
Pretty regularly, yeah. It's right underneath their council chamber.
It's powering some sort of psychic super weapon that we have no idea what their intentions to use it with are.
So the direct approach is out because it's literally underneath their council room, so any of them could show up at any time. So the sneaking route is out because they have magical defenses that would set off an alarm as soon as we enter the place. That only leaves one way in.
My recommendation would be find somebody on the inside, potentially start whoring yourself out, give them a lot of money.
Potentially whore yourself out. I just picture Ren goes like, just like half Miss Piggy, just like.
Appropriate.
Oh, that's awesome.
Now, the other thing that I think is important that we keep in mind is that the Zaberni Hex are, generally speaking, not evil. I don't know what their plans are for something like this, but genocide isn't something I think that they would want.
This probably a dumb question, but can we just ask for your head back?
Well,
They
it
took it
seems
because
to
they
be.
thought you were dead, but you're.
Right, but they took it as a punishment on top of killing me for trying to steal from them in the first place. So,
Oh.
They also seem to be using it.
yeah. And I understand they may not be quote-unquote evil, but it's still my fucking head and I'd like it back.
Oh, absolutely.
I also don't exactly trust some one or some ones that have a weapon of such capacity in their employ for them to just not use it in some way. I don't know.
Well, you never know when somebody's gonna turn on you and cause you to die and lose your head and get it stuck in the laboratory and...
Now, speaking of which, do you have any theories on who it was?
That's the thing. I have calculated every possibility,
We all thought it was you.
and
And I killed myself.
everything...
The Master's Gambit. Ha ha! Shink. That's fucking stupid. Now he doesn't get to spend any of the money.
So, everybody enjoyed your presence. You know, we all loved you. You know, we were a big family.
His
Feels like a
presence.
butt
And his
coming.
presence.
And-
yeah.
Everybody eventually has certain resentments towards their family. You'll just have to figure out which resentment was big enough that they would want you actually fucking dead.
And not only dead, but like publicly executed.
Okay. I think that wasn't like a plan.
That ain't fair.
Wait,
No.
are you saying that whoever did this was targeting me? Because they betrayed the whole group. The only reason I got caught was I was trying to make sure everybody else got out.
It's possible that they knew that. You know, as the leader, you would want your people to be safe before you. I know that, and I'm not even a leader. I just take advantage of that.
I got the fuck out at the first opportunity.
Oh no, she's the only one still here fighting the good fight.
Yeah, that's because nobody expects some dumbass named Rick with a fucking W.
I did!
That's also what happens when you're
Because
simply
no one else is you,
hashtag
jackass!
unproblematic.
Jesus.
Oh my
no.
god.
It's possible. Now, I don't want to point my rigidy old fingers too directly. But it's possible that Herrick was behind it. Can't rule out jealousy.
Whoa. Jealousy.
Jealousy, how so, side-eyeing Ren?
What would Herrick have to be jealous about?
That sick haircut.
You know, it's...
Shut up, Joshua.
It wouldn't... would it strike you as any surprise if he wanted to be in your position?
Yes! He hated coming up with plans. He always left it to me.
Because you were better at it. I would have hated him in that position too. I probably would have killed him myself.
I like.
But just because somebody isn't good at the role
Doesn't mean they might not.
doesn't mean that they might not try for it. I mean, I'm sure in some other alternate universe that's happening right now.
I feel like that's very pointed. And I'm just like, damn.
Please
That
don't
wasn't even a
compare.
subtle nod.
Please don't compare my character's oldest friend that's like a brother to him to the fucking bullshit going on in the
I
real
know.
world, please.
I know.
Oh, I thought you were talking shit to me with the job I fucking applied for.
Oh,
Like,
no.
damn. I'm like,
No, I was not.
trying.
I'm not throwing loose stones at you.
No, he
Okay.
was talking
Only
about
tight stones.
he was talking about the Cheeto in the big room.
Yeah.
Yep.
The
I
idiots
always
in
think
chief.
he's doing that though. So like he could be sitting there saying like, "Damn, I love burritos." I'm like, pop shot. Like I don't.
Does that mean he loves burritos more than me? Question mark.
Oh no, he gets any chance he can to fuck shit about the Cheetos. I mean,
Anyways,
yeah.
Well,
Before we get
I'm not-
assassinated.
I'm not willing to condemn Harrick without any evidence.
No, right. I mean, we can keep going down the list, right? I mean, you know, Scheherazade. Scheherazade?
It's so funny every time Josh tries to say her name.
Yeah,
that was close.
Scheherazade.
Ah, yeah. See, I was. It's the ADE at the end of it that gets me.
That's because you're reading it like a white man. That's your
Yeah.
problem.
Nine.
That's because I am a white man.
Stop it.
I read everything phonetically.
Listen, as long as you don't say sriracha.
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 Look at him. Drinking a cold drink.
Scheherazade. Okay.
He's gonna
Okay,
forget
got
it the next time he has to say it.
I
Absolutely.
will. I will.
Yeah, I know you will.
Because I have to
Well,
read
maybe
it
it's for
every
the white
time. Because I'm like, I'm gonna fuck it up if I don't read it, and then I fuck it up.
Listen, that's fine. We taught you how to say some words, right? We can teach you how to say this one.
I are not good with words.
Yeah, I know. You used to put a fucking G in ancient.
Jesus.
Unintentionally.
He said it. Yeah, he said it fucking ancient.
Oh my god, that's funny.
Those times are long gone.
Yeah, because I made fun of you about it until you stopped.
Yep.
That's why if I can't figure out how to spell something, I just either don't say it or type it or use text.
Fair. Anyways,
My friend.
Biscuit.
we can keep going down the list. Scheherazade.
Scheherazade could have. It's probably for no particular reason. Maz and Zardo, you know, maybe not as much, but you never know. They're kind of secretive, as we all are, but they're a little more secretive.
Yeah.
Uh,
Let's say, hey, wait a minute.
Maggie, it feels like you're just kind of grasping at straws here.
that's because I am. I don't know the answer, and it's bothering me.
Like
I love
the
straws.
reason you came up with Scheherazade was for no particular reason.
I don't know. Funny, I guess.
Look, she's a pirate queen now. She has everything in the world. Who knows?
I don't know.
It wasn't Minxie.
Well, of course it wasn't Minxie. Minxie was more likely just to stab me in the back.
Yeah, she would have done it herself.
Exactly.
That's why I'm certain it was not her.
I mean,
Anders is I mean, you know his past. He, you know,
He's Anders.
there's a lot going on there that we
Listen,
don't need to get into.
we all forgave him for being a cop, okay? He put it behind him.
He did, and that's what I'm worried about. Is that it somehow got back in front of him?
You may leave the Force, but the Force never leaves you.
Nope.
I think Dr. Rodolfo was maybe a little too invested in his stuff to do that. But
Oh, we ran into him.
maybe how's he doing? I don't care.
He might have been exploded.
What?
Oh yeah, I guess we never really checked in with him after we left. After we saw the
this-
whole town explode.
Is this something to do with his experiments again?
I
No,
don't
actually.
know. Yeah, it was.
Maybe?
He's
Maybe not.
over in Catharscalaire. It seems
mean-
like they like the economy there was like targeted with some kind of like strike to steal something. He didn't live on campus though, so I didn't even think it would be like a risk that he would get caught up in it.
Also, based on what we know about that, I don't think his experiments would have had anything to do with that.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it.
Hopefully he's okay. Don't tell him I said that.
Mel makes the motion of like sealing her lips.
Okay. Well, I mean, continuing down our list, we have Zix. I don't really. I doubt it.
Are any of these credible proof, or is she just conjecturing on all of them?
I
Yes.
think she's just she's got no evidence either way. She's just like, nah.
Look,
I don't
she's
see
a
it.
lonely old woman. This is the first time she's gotten visitors in a while.
She's not lonely though. She said that's why she likes working at the dock.
Yeah.
She meets me.
Okay. Well, there's also hygiene.
What the fuck?
What?
Yeah.
You know, can't
I
ruin. Can't rule. Look at me. My old age.
only hope that name is not ironic.
Hygiene.
Well, I mean, hygiene's very hygienic.
No good.
Yeah.
She's a dentist.
Yeah. Got something against dentists?
No, I was just worried that they were named like that because they were the exact opposite of.
Oh. No, just a tiefling with desire to clean teeth.
How did I know it was a fucking? Oh,
Is it tiefling naming conventions?
yeah.
And
Virtue
also, also because tiefling sounds like teeth.
Hey, I didn't even think of that.
Beef.
No way. I like when that's.
And
No.
Bandini's a shark, so
Listen, it's fine if you run astray of the tieflings. You have to fight the gums golem. It's not a fun time for anyone.
Why did you bring that up? I hate that thing.
You should.
Or the tooth devil.
Somehow not as bad. Somehow not as bad.
Bone fairy.
The
Oh
bone
god,
fairy.
bone. Oh god. Don't talk about the bone fairy. That actually showed up in my Saturday game.
Give me your teeth.
It's real bad too.
Yeah.
But anyway,
She
um,
has a violent- She has a violent craving for femurs.
oh no, my Saturday game master they went with like Eldritch horror bone fairy. It's terrifying.
I want to know more, but not right now.
Yeah.
Same.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think that's Maggie making that noise.
the thing about betrayal is it's never the people you expect, and I didn't expect any of them to betray me, so here we are.
that's a good point. Maybe that's why I can't figure out what's going on or what happened.
Yeah, I'm sure that's it.
Hey,
It's been longer than 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's like,
It
oh shit,
has.
it's been 5 minutes already. Alright. Well, if we're gonna do this, I think we're gonna need a way in that doesn't involve sneaking or breaking in, so we're gonna need credentials.
all right.
But who could we possibly know who would have credentials to get us in?
I feel like he's talking about himself.
Yeah.
she got back to Rick.
Or just me slipping into Scrug.
I don't know if I can actually trust you with this, Elias. If they can look into your mind at any time.
Trust me, anybody that you find who's going to be able to help you with this is going to be facing the same issue.
Right, but they don't know what the job is for. Technically, you don't know what the job was for either, but if you were
Yeah.
to help us, you'd probably find out what the job was for. seeing
As would
how
anyone
you're
else who helped you.
Well, no, because they don't know who we are.
I think the possibility of finding somebody to help you with whatever it is sneaky business that you're trying to do, who A, is willing to go through what sounds like the amount of trouble that you need them to, and B, is willing to do so with little to no information, is going to be hard to come by.
Alright, fair enough. But if I think for just a moment that there's someone else in there, it's lights out.
I don't keep any lights in my brain.
Yeah, that explains a lot.
That actually explains a lot, yeah.
Sounds like a terrible idea.
Alright, I'd make sure there's no one else that has come around the warehouse because we've been in here for a while. In fact, Elias, maybe it's best that we tell you what the job is later when we're not in a public location.
Yeah, that's fine.
I mean,
Jingle jangle.
we're not exactly all present at the moment anyway, so it would have to be the
That's true. Yeah, we should confer with the rest.
Oh, wait.
Hmm.
Can Orca lie?
What?
I don't know if it's that she lacks the ability or just the social tact.
Oh.
I thought it was just the latter.
I can
What?
hear her giggling.
I mean, I would assume the latter, but maybe you
Oh.
know, maybe that's a me issue. Maybe I don't know.
I mean, to be fair, I think a fair amount of us are missing some part of the social construct.
A lot of
Yeah,
us.
almost certainly.
Yeah. Certainly.
Like the medulla oblongata.
What?
I
It's a part
don't
of-
know, no.
It's a part of the brain. I don't have a head. Note to self: don't use medical terms.
Wolfhard just gonna have like 1,000-yard stare for half a second and shakes his head. Yeah.
Right. Well, Maggie, what's the best way to reach you other than convincing Rick to follow us to a secondary location?
Well, I guess the easiest way would just be to come to the dock and look for me.
You know
So-
who to be.
Okay, so the easiest way is to ask Rick to follow you to a secondary location.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, then, fair enough.
So now that I know who you are, for sure, instead of just going off of skepticism, makes it easier. Rest of you guys, though, not following you anywhere.
What about me?
Okay.
I wouldn't want
Definitely
you
not you.
to follow me.
I thought you were. I thought
Fine.
you were friends with my mom.
Are you your mom?
I would certainly hope not. That would leave me with several questions.
That answers your question.
He's not his mommy yet.
Nah,
I don't
it
wanna
doesn't
think
work
about
that
it.
way.
That you know of.
I want this conversation to stop.
Don't let. Oh no.
Alright, well, we're at it's the spotted antelope, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
We're at the spotted antelope if you need to find us.
Okay.
I have expected. I know.
Right? But I knew as soon as you stepped into this fucking city.
I smell you 3 miles away.
I've been
Joke's
here
on
for
you.
several
I own
days.
you.
I've been here for several days. Why didn't you say anything?
I can track your soul scent.
That's my thing.
Yeah, where do you think
Alright.
you learned it? From Maggie.
What? That's not how that backstory went.
Where do you think you learned it from? From not having a head? Ah, shit, you're right.
Fuck, I guess so.
I picked up a few things in my post-mortem, like smell-o-vision.
Yeah.
I don't know where I learned it from, but I learned it.
Post-mortem. This is the post-doctorate of the afterlife.
Oh god.
Learned it like you never would have even believed.
Alright. Well, after our conversation with Maggie, we head back to the spotted antelope. Unless the ship is back. Did the ship come back?
No, the ship is not back.
No, because it had just turned around, and we
Oh, that's right. It
It'll
left
be back
that
tomorrow.
day. That's right.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
the same day.
It'll
Ah,
be back tomorrow at the earliest, and like late tomorrow probably.
It's another one of those another one of those days where like 3 sessions are just gonna happen in
Yeah.
this day.
Yeah, and also I think by the time they get back is when they're gonna go out fishing anyways. So
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wait, where did they go? I thought they were out fishing now.
no,
No. They're coming
they went-
back from taking us.
Yeah,
Oh, that's right. We teleported back.
Yeah.
yeah, that is what I just said. Not even a minute
Oh,
ago.
you did? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, you guys teleport. He took you as a courtesy for the period that his crew was off.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So, but
when
by
he
the time
comes
they get back, it's
yeah, it'll be
It's fish time.
time for fishing.
I know we won't have access to them for another 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, but he did say that you could go with during the fishing. It would just be interrupted by fishing.
Right.
Yeah. I guess that's fair.
And he's willing to go back over that way?
You
Wow.
have to
While
ask
fishing?
him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I guess that's also fair.
Circumstances may have changed.
Yeah, I mean, I would hope so.
Yeah, when the people that he took out to the edge of the ice
Contracted
frantically
fucking ice
teleported
worms.
back before one of them died from touching the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, as he saw after we lit them on fire
Yeah.
He was willing
explosively
to do it the last time. So
because he didn't know.
yeah, but like
No,
I said, we'll see.
We might have to go the long way.
Yeah. Anyway, we head back to the end.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose theoretically there's another way, but I don't see a way for us to actually achieve it, so I don't know if it's really worth considering. Because I don't think we know of anything that would be of equal or greater value to the hex than your head would be.
Yeah.
A different head?
Well, we don't know if just any head would suffice for whatever they're using hands for. I mean, for all we know, it is the exact circumstances that the man who would become Hain was in that makes him a perfect subject. Maybe it only because of however they've constructed this thing, this system, I guess, it might only work with his head. I mean, there are thoughts and there are ideas of things that might be more worth their time, but each and every one of those would be back in Selenata, and we can't afford the distance and the time and the risk.
The only other person that might have an idea would be Rodolfo, and sounds like the tower that we teleported from blew up, so I don't know if we can actually go back.
Well, from what I remember from Ren's circle, it's actually in the college itself, not the tower.
Oh, okay. So I couldn't remember if the explosion was around us or we just heard it.
No,
I
we
think
heard
we
it
just
from...
like saw it.
Yeah, you guys saw it. You were
Okay.
when you teleported
We were
out.
outside the city.
You had teleported from a hand-drawn circle that Ren had used.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, because you don't have to go circle.
That's
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Yeah, and
You just have to have the circle visual.
That
and-
is fair.
Yeah, and Catheri's Color has 3 circles, just Ren only knows the one in the Bard's College.
Right, and
Yeah,
it wasn't the
yeah.
Bard College that got hit. It was
Yeah, it was the tower, which was like a museum artifact.
Yeah, it was the tower that's centered between all 3.
Oh, okay.
So it's possible they were all affected, but I don't think they were all destroyed.
Right, yeah. Okay, got it. Cool. Alright. Well, I mean, we can always go back to Catheri's Scholar.
I don't have the document open, but I think it was the Triskelion Tower.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Triskelion
that sounds-
Tower, yeah.
I suppose we could, but... Wait, what? What would we be learning from Rodolfo? I'm sorry.
Well, you were saying that's, like...
Oh,
Like-
right.
he's the only one, like, other than you that has any knowledge about these things. If it is the same kind of
Well,
science magic thing.
from what we learned from Rodolfo, he's never been to Selenata. I don't think he wouldn't have this knowledge because he's never been to Selenata. It's knowledge you would only have if you've ever been there, and especially if you've worked under or with the church in some capacity, which I have as part of the Jaeger initiative.
Oh. What
It's,
exactly are you talking about then?
There are a lot of things from the vague remembrance of what I have of the things that the church was capable of, or not the church, but the discrete factions of Selenata had magical abilities that were manifested from these great entities that are now currently trying to destroy the city. And they found some way to codify that, and that's part of what Selenata's defense systems and all of the church's magical weaponry and part of me is constructed out of.
Okay. So I guess, like, Rodolfo wouldn't know, like, the inner workings of, like, the different factions, like, weapons and what. But if the Hex are just making, like, something based off that, like, he might have at least some insights on how to protect from it.
Maybe, but this doesn't seem like it's, at least according to your own source from Maggie, this isn't something from Selenata, this is something from Somniorum. And I don't think these are equivalents.
Yeah, that is a different.
I guess more of what I was offering was the only thing I could think of that the Hex would be more interested in than your head would probably be some fantastical thing from Selenata. But the risks associated with going there are so high that I don't think it's worth the journey. Not at our current state, at least.
I don't think so either. It sounds like a big if.
It is a big if, which is associated with a lot of risks.
What if we
more so even than the normal risk.
What if we found like some sort of like super Dillahan and found his head and gave them that instead?
Found
Not
some
to say
kind
that
of
you
what?
aren't a super Dillahan, because
I don't think that's how that works.
I don't know. It's spitball. I don't know how Dillahan-ness works.
I'm confused.
Well, so I don't know if that is exactly like tied to why they took my head, because they took my head before I awoke as how I am now. So I don't think the two are connected, honestly.
I also don't necessarily want to be the person to always bring this up, but I'm not sure if, even as we are now, even if we were to have the perfect situation, if something goes sideways, are we prepared to deal with that?
Well, Ren can teleport us out of the city.
Are we sure that's going to be... It takes her a minute to do so.
Alright.
That's a minute we'd have to be fending off whatever defenses, plus the Hex themselves, at least one of which is probably going to have high-level abilities insofar as countering other spellcasters.
Yeah. Pretty much all of them. I'm pretty sure.
There's no way a coven of spellcasters wouldn't have someone specialized in preventing enemies from doing
And I
the same.
suppose then we just have to make sure we don't get caught then.
Alright.
Listen, I'm not saying everyone here has to help me. If it's too much for you, that's fine. I can make do with what I got.
I'm less saying we can't do it and more, is it imperative we do so soon?
Not a no in general, but maybe a not right now.
Maybe it's just my own personal perspective. Every time we've gotten in the shit, it has not gone over fantastic for us. I mean, obviously we've succeeded, we're all still alive, but some of those livings have asterisks next to them.
Have you ever had an itch you can't scratch? Have you ever been hungry, too hot, too horny? You just can't. You can't work right. Picture that times 1,000. That's what it's like, knowing my head is right there, and I can't have it. Now, I already had to leave the city once without my head. And I didn't really have a choice in the matter. We were just kind of whisked away. But we're back here, and I need to get it back. And I can do that with your help, or I can do it on my own.
Well,
Like I
before we
said,
do-
you don't have to help. But I'm not leaving again without it.
Before we do this, we're going to want to resolve everything else in the city we need to do. It's entirely likely that whether we escape from this by the skin of our teeth or whether we do so without the scratch, they'll eventually figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah. See, the problem. Yeah, you might have to do this without me because if you're planning on doing this now, if we get caught, or if they find out, and by some miracle we're not already dead by the time they do, yeah, I'll lose my business and like everything that I have for the most part. And I'm not really. It's not really something I can be. Yeah. Are you sure there's no way we can like put a stamp on this one and come back to it?
I think it's already been made fully aware that that is not an option, though.
Alrighty.
Elias,
I
if
don't
you
want
don't
to
want
not help, but I also don't want to,
Elias, you don't have to take an active role. If you'd like to contribute, some credentials would be nice. That would help us get in the door at least. But you don't have to be there when we do this. In fact, it might actually be better for you to have
Plausible deniability.
plausible deniability as well as a escape plan set up, so that if we do have to get going fast, you're already ready to go, and we can just meet up and disappear.
We'd also want to set that up away from any of your holdings. Or the holdings of anyone that you have relation to.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a way we can make this work. I just gotta think about it for a second.
No, I'm sure it'll take time to procure the credentials we need, as well as I need to plan exactly how this is all going to work out, so we have time to finish any unfinished business in the city before we attempt this.
Yeah, it's very likely that unless we have other extenuating circumstances that bring us here, this is the last time we're going to be here for a while.
Yeah. It's too late. You just don't have some sort of like convenient way to like do a little wipe on my brain, make me forget some things, because that would make this a lot easier.
Nope.
I mean, oh no, never mind. Sorcerers don't get that. I was gonna say
No.
maybe Ren could, but no.
Well,
Unless someone cast it on her first.
I don't think any of our spell. Druids sure as fuck don't get it.
No, it's just bards and wizards.
Yeah,
It's 5th level, so she could copy it if someone cast it.
Unless we find a 9th level bard or wizard, which I mean, wizard could be feasible around here, but
Hey, another reason to go to Cather Scolaire real quick.
Oh, definitely.
It's like pop in. Anybody know modify memory? Cool. Blast me.
cool. Delete this one core memory.
Doesn't have to be a core memory.
It also doesn't go that far back unless it's upcast to a level she can't copy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so just say, for the record, if we do end up doing that and finding a means to do that, if anyone wipes any memories of mine other than the ones that are specifically designated to be wiped, if I find out, I will be very upset about it.
We wipe Elias's memory of capitalism.
Nah, that one's
That's a
hewn
core
into
memory,
his
though.
bones. I don't think you could get rid of that.
No. We get rid of that, and then all of a sudden Joshua has a new character because Elias is no longer functional. It's just like deleting System 32 on a computer. He just falls over dead. Oh, shit.
Alright, well, you don't have to make a decision now. I'd like an answer by tomorrow. Take the night to think on it, just so I know whether or not I need to incorporate you into the plan or not.
Yeah.
Elias.
What up?
FedEx wants to know if you've finished the project the two of you are working on.
Yeah, actually I have. Oddly enough. It's interesting that but no, that should be ready for him.
Got it. Guess we must figure out what that is when it comes to relevant, I guess.
Oh yes. When it becomes relevant.
Cantor and Orca have been very quiet. You guys know we're back at the inn now, right?
We're back at the inn?
Yeah,
didn't
we
know.
go back to the inn.
I heard you were going back to the inn. I just assumed
Yeah,
this conversation
We didn't know
happened
you
on
had
the
got
way.
there yet.
The,
Oh god.
this conversation happened at the inn because I didn't want to have this conversation with Elias in public.
Oh, I didn't even realize that.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm having a Charlie horse right now. I'm just gonna die here for a
Oof.
moment.
Oh
Oh,
no.
But also, when you came back to the inn, everyone would notice that Orca's hair is not braided.
Nice.
Like it.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah, her head is above the tub now since her drink is gone, and she's just humming to herself. Still in the water.
You're still in the tub?
Vibing.
It's been hours.
She got set on
She-
fire.
Lots of fire.
You know, it's funny. Water was the cause of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
And it's been an hour, so you've had a short rest. You should be fine now.
It's been more than an
Not
hour.
from the
It's been a
mental
few.
scars.
Yeah, I would say trauma doesn't heal from a short rest.
Okay, Charlie horse is done. Dang, that hurt. Okay.
Nothing worse than a Charlie horse in the bathtub.
False. 2 Charlie horses in the bathtub. Both legs at once. Fuck you.
True. Fair.
Drown. Drown. Drown.
Well, now that the two of you have been made aware of your presence, do you have any input on said plan?
Would you like to input on crimes?
Orca just kind of looks at Hane and said, I believe I said I would help you with whatever you needed in return for the wondrous relief you've given me. So, I'm with Hane.
Whoa.
Say,
Fucking mind out of the
relief.
gutter, Josh. Jesus Christ.
I mean, I'm not opposed to helping. It's more of the fact that my skill set isn't exactly for instances like this.
That's
You'd be
totally fair.
surprised, actually.
Regardless, I owe Hane a favor.
A Hane. Just one Hane, though.
Nope, 2 Hanes.
No,
Do
you
we-
said a Hane.
3
Fuck,
Hanes.
there's 2 of them.
Do we know of another Hane?
4 Hanes.
Last I checked, I was one of a kind.
2 hands have hit the World Trade Center.
Oh my god.
wow.
A second Hayden has hit the tower.
Oh my god.
God damn it, I knew I shouldn't be reading books to children's.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Ryan,
we are
Jesus
building our
Christ.
staircase very firmly each session.
Regardless, that is not going to be the title of tonight's session.
Why
No.
not?
Because I would like to keep my channel. Thank you.
Our FBI agents are just having a conniption right now.
No, they think it's hilarious.
Agent
Isn't that right?
singular?
Isn't that right, Chet? Agent Chet.
Shit.
No,
Chet, you betcha.
Chet has actually been relieved
Jesus
by
Christ.
Ronald. He's currently on us this month.
McDonald's? Ah, fuck yeah.
Oh, no.
Cheeseburger.
Oh, anyways.
Cheeseburger. Yeah, Jesus.
So we're gonna meet Rob on the staircase down. Gonna be great.
Oh, man.
Rob.
Yeah, one of Josh's friends messaged him and be like, I am building my staircase to hell bit by bit. each
Oh.
fucking day.
Oh, you guys can take the staircase. I'm just fucking base jumping.
Can I have
I
one of
like
those
staircase.
cool, like, amusement park slides they have in Robot Hell?
No.
Oh,
I'll ride the eel.
eels.
Exactly.
My parachute. My parachute is an elephant. No one thought this through.
Escalator.
All right, well, if there's no other questions, I'm gonna try and sleep for the first time in 5 years.
I believe in you. Have
Yeah.
fun.
You want me to be there in case the nightmares need eating? Gets a little
Ew.
spooky.
No, I'm trying to learn from the nightmares. If you eat them, I won't be able to understand what's going on.
Yeah, but
But I
sometimes when
will.
you dream, you don't always get like the full picture of what happens. If I eat your dream, then I know
You just want
exactly
the
what
free
happens.
meal.
You just want to eat my dreams.
I think this is a situation you and I could both benefit.
Benefit.
Yeah, benefritters. My favorite kind of fritter.
Right.
I think this is something I need to do alone.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm just imagining Ren just looking really sad.
Alright. When you forget an important dream detail because you just didn't want to let me eat it, it's not on me.
I had the thought of being like, I think this is something I have to do alone. Come on, Red. But it's like, we're not there in the relationship yet.
No.
Ren is.
I don't think she is.
I don't think she is.
I
She
think
is, but if he asked, she would do it.
Nah, Red is real bashful.
yeah, I think if Hayne even thought of suggesting that, she would just die.
Shoot.
From blood loss from the size of her nosebleed.
Yeah. She crashed to the second floor just on
I was
rocket
gonna
force
say
alone.
she would just like spontaneously combust from like
That
how
too.
fierce her blush is. Yeah.
I mean, ¿por qué no los dos, yeah?
Yeah.
Eh?
Porky.
I'm just surprised. I'm just surprised that somebody else spoke Spanish in the chat. That sounded really good.
Ryan says that all the time.
Yeah.
I don't speak a
have
lot of
never-
Spanish. I'm just
I
good
have
at
never
speaking
heard
accents.
Wait, I need him to do it again, but in the Scottish accent.
Oh God.
Irish,
It's gonna-
Scottish.
That's gonna take me a minute to process how to fucking say it. Hold on.
For Kino's last dish.
What the
It
fuck?
wasn't Scottish, but it was something.
Yeah.
I think that was Stroke Victim.
Yeah.
No, that was
I-
Red Dead.
I'm picturing the clip of Brendan Lee Mulligan teaching Spanish in Australia. All right. Hayne is gonna go find a dark room to try and figure out how to turn his mind off.
Hey, when you figure that out, can you let me know? Because I don't fucking know how to do that shit. That would be great.
He's gonna sleep for like 3 days.
yeah.
It's like, oh shit, we're going full Steve this whole time.
yeah. Hayne, are you good? Just like open the door and it's just like a guttural flame. Just every few seconds, like he's breathing. I think he's alive. Cool. Yeah, I don't have anything further this night.
All right. You all who wish to or have to drift to sleep for the evening. Pain, you dream.
Okay. The extended silence made me think that he was gonna go to someone who wasn't Hayne.
Yeah.
Just like, fuck.
No, it's just the next morning comes and Hane's still awake. It was like I couldn't figure it out.
Listen, it's okay. Sometimes you need a lot of brute force trauma. What?
What?
Listen, sometimes when you break your sternum, you just need a good nap to sleep it off.
Oh my god. So, I dream.
You dream once again of being in a laboratory. The difference in this dream from, well, more like a nightmare, is that you do not feel alone in your dream.
Swear to God, Elias.
You wouldn't know.
All right. Anyway, it's like when you say I'm not alone, like there's someone else in the lab, or there's someone else in my mind.
In the brain meats.
There's somebody else in the lab.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you just cannot see them.
Yeah. Head's pointed the wrong way. I try to push past the initial wave of fear that has accompanied this nightmare every time and try to focus on the details now that I know that this might be real.
Okay. We'll have you start by making a wisdom saving throw.
Hell yeah.
Wait, okay.
+0, everybody. 13's not that bad.
Okay. You struggle against the fear that this nightmare is providing to you, and you feel as if you're in the right mindset to push past it with a little bit more practice.
Okay.
As you are unable to this night.
Gotcha. Need a little bit more. All right, fair enough. I wake up in a cold sweat. Yeah.
Sweaty fire.
Yeah, just little droplets of glowing flame that just land on the ground.
And the whole place burns down.
Oh,
It's not
God.
real flame. Spirit flame, it's different. Alright. I wait for the others to wake up from their natural sleep, as I don't feel like trying again tonight.
And I'll point this out for everybody to keep track of, and for Tori when she eventually does the calendar when listening, it is now Tuesday.
Perfect.
Tuesday.
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 Dawn of the third day.
The one 5
Oh,
minute
fuck.
chance that she had to take her dog out.
Yep, probably.
Everybody eventually awakens.
And some of us were already awake.
Correct.
Orca stumbles out of the tub that she fell asleep in, and she's just very quiet, drinking water.
I forget which of us actually needs the full 8 hours. I think it's just Bellin working
Me.
now.
Oh, that's right. You don't need it now either.
Nope, I only need 4.
I thought
We're
about
just
taking-
a big old motley crew of insomniacs.
Some
Me
of
and
us
Red
don't.
don't have insomnia.
I'm the only one that has to sleep for a reduced period. The rest of you either trance or just stand there.
I'm sorry, I don't have eyelids.
Someone needs to give Cantor eyelids.
No, they don't.
I can arrange that.
No needles near my eyes, thank you.
I can
Like
only
little blue
imagine
ones.
the sensory hell that is feeling the need to blink and not being able to.
That sounds
No,
horrific.
My cousin had a Furby. No, thank you.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what's worse than your cousin having a Furby?
You having a Furby?
Did you have a Furby, Krista?
No, I was not. That was like a really expensive toy. And they were
Yeah,
like
that sounds
20
right.
bucks.
You know what
Yeah,
I
that-
really want?
But $20 in the 90s.
Yeah, and that's the point.
Yeah.
Back
So
when
that
20
was
bucks meant something.
When it meant something.
a really expensive toy, so I never had one. No. I was just gonna say, what's worse than like your friend or cousin owning a Furby is when you own one and that motherfucker just wakes up in the middle of the night. Awful.
Wakes up speaking
want-
backwards in tongues.
Yeah,
I didn't realize Furbies natively knew ancient Sumerian.
they did. They remade
No,
them.
they
Did
don't-
you know
they
that?
speak
They're
Acacia,
selling them again.
Of course they did. Of course.
They're actually
I want-
worse than before.
I fucking
That does
hate
not
those
surprise
ones.
me.
I want a long Furby.
I don't
so
like long
bad.
Furbies. I don't want fucking
God,
fucking
it's like
Ghibli framped. No, thank you.
it's like Hootie from the Owl House, but more terrifying.
Oh my god.
Hootie from the Owl House, but an actual eldritch horror.
Umber still like meowed one of his sad meows, and for a second it scared the shit out of me because it also sounded like a sound a Furby makes. I'm just like, come here.
It's because we
summoned
said
it.
Furby 3 times. It showed up. All right,
Anyway,
we going to the docks today.
Yeah.
Yeah, by now the ship should be back, right? We can try to convince the guy to take us again.
It might not be back at morning. I think it'll be back in like afternoon to evening.
Oh, okay. Well,
Because like I think we got to the ice at like mid-afternoon. Fuck no. Fuck you, Joshua. Get rid of it.
oh god.
No! Put it away!
So,
Joe.
I vote for Joshua to be kicked.
I mean, Joe made it worse.
I know
also
that was
vote for
Joshua
Joe to be
laughing.
kicked.
It sounded like he started crying. Just like I vote for Mookie.
Oh, good. It's the new Boston Dynamics Furby.
I mean, if I was an enemy insurgent and I saw that running towards me, yeah, I'd give up real fast. I keep shooting it and it won't fucking die. I'm going to die. It's going to eat my skin. Jesus. All right.
Anyways,
Anyway, Elias, I have
Cool.
a question for you.
Oh yeah, what's up?
How open is the partner stocked with their city blueprints?
Exceedingly not.
Yeah, I had a feeling that's what the answer was going to be.
what's a lot of it?
No,
Not
that
to
is
mention-
the kind of thing that generally you would either have to have some form of engineering clearance for, or at least would have to know somebody who does.
Do you happen to know somebody who does?
I do.
Would you be able to get me the building plans for the area around the Hex Council quarters where their lab is underneath?
Ooh, that's gonna be a hard one, but I can definitely try.
That'd be much appreciated.
So yeah, let me just go. Start to go and speak to some fine folk, and we'll see what we can arrange.
Yeah, that's fine and all, but you got my shit?
Yes.
Oh, hi, Ferox.
Say it's at the shop. You'll have to come with me to get it.
Then we're going there first. I don't care who your friends are, and I don't want to talk to them.
You could say please.
I could.
Ferrex is talking out loud now?
Ferox is in control right now.
Huh?
Ferox is in control right now.
Orca's never seen Ferox in control before, so she's just kind of staring, just like very quiet.
Oh, yeah, I think the first time it happened, she was unconscious.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Orca's just kind of sitting here, just like, since when is this a thing?
We went to the fighting pits. Did you not notice the difference?
Orca was trying her best with the javelins.
I do remember that.
Like honestly, she was in the fighting pit. She's focusing on herself, and again, she didn't even do that well.
Drape was just like, how dare you fucking touch
Alright, well, that's the cost of doing business. Let's go.
All right.
I want to break this in before we actually have to use it.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. All right. Well, I guess we're going to the shop to retrieve Ferox's new toy, and then I will work on getting you your information. So we go and do the things that I just said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. You do so. You have no issues doing so. You return to the group after have done so.
Hello, Hanathan. I have things.
You know my name is Haniel.
I'm just trying to keep things fresh, but whatever. Alright, I have the information you asked for.
To calm you.
Perfect. That is much appreciated.
Yeah, no problem.
Now, would you like to have plausible deniability?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna go take this elsewhere then.
Alright. Have fun.
And then, and then I just, with the plans, kind of like try to get like a layout of the building. I don't know if the lab is on the plans. I'm getting the sense this might be kind of a secret lab type of thing, but who
Yeah,
knows?
I doubt it is. But
Yeah, it
it's
would
also
not
true.
be on the plans. These
But-
plans were, I mean, they're very. It's not news to you. What you're seeing?
That's fine. I want to. Well, can I see in the plans where there's like empty space in the code where the lab most likely is?
No.
Okay, then
They
I'm
just left it off.
got it. So if that means it must be deeper than what the plans show. If there's no like empty space. So then with that, I just want to memorize the plans so that it sounds like we're going to have to improvise once we get to the lab part if there's no plans of the lab. So I can tell where
Plus,
Bless you.
Thanks.
where the entrance to the lab would be based off the difference in the real life building as opposed to the one on the plans.
Okay, yeah, it would be easy enough to memorize it. The plans themselves are not very complex.
Yeah. Cool. All right.
Okay, what do
Yeah.
next?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm probably going to be busy with that until it's time to go to the dock, so someone else can take the lead. It's been a pretty heavy episode so far.
I think we actually got anything.
You what, Krista?
Yeah, cut out super hard on that.
Oh, I also just stopped talking too.
Oh, well,
okay.
yeah.
I was saying
I
don't.
think it was more of just I don't know what would do.
Yeah, it was literally like I don't think anyone else had anything else because we were just gonna go back to the thing. I mean, we don't really have a way to test anything that we have for the
No,
dry suits and
yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
so-
we don't because we don't have any of the parasites.
Yeah.
You know, it's such a shame to get all these new things and have nothing to test them on.
Hi, that's my burrito.
Which
Now
cat
it's
should
mine.
take it?
Ferox would take someone's burrito.
He 100% would, not because he wants it, just to spite him. Not even for the carries and ooh, food. Just like, no, fuck you.
Alright, well. Nobody else has anything immediately pressing to do, then that is where we will end session for the night.
All right, fair enough.
I promised.
Sounds like a plan. So I will end the recording here. So thank you guys for watching, and we will catch you next week.
Bye bye.
Bye.